I'm Pat Searcy, and I'm one of the co-leads of prayer team here at Rising Church. And Aaron asked me to talk to you a little bit about prayer, which I believe is the most important spiritual discipline there is. Prayer has become a real important part of my life. It is the thing that sustains me. It is the thing that nourishes me. Prayer is so important because it's that thing that opens up that relationship with God. And when you think about it, when you went into a relationship with God, it was through prayer. It's the very first thing that connected us. And when we say Father God and we open up that moment when we are just coming before the Father, that's when the communication begins. That's when you are in the presence of the living God. And it is an honor and privilege to be able to go to Him with your woes, to go with Him with your concerns, in your praises, your thanksgivings. It's the most important thing that you can do to sustain that relationship with Jesus. And what I found for me, the more I did it, the more I became disciplined with it. Woke up in the morning, started out with prayer. All day long, prayer. Go to bed at night, it was prayer. The more that I did that, I began to know who He was, began to hear His voice, began to feel the strength of knowing who I am in Him, beginning to understand the revelations of things that He wanted to show me. I know sometimes prayer can seem abstract. It's the kind of thing where you think, I don't see an instant answer, I don't hear a voice back. But the more time you spend with Him and the more you know the presence of who He is, when you've opened up that channel in prayer, it is the most important thing as a Christian. It is the most important thing we do as a church. Paige, we're talking a little bit about prayer this evening, and I was just wondering if you could speak into how you and Mike pray together as a couple.
I love the time that we get to pray together. It's so powerful when we both just, pray over the same thing. It strengthens our marriage, I think. I think it makes God smile. It's so good for our family, and it just seems more powerful if the two of us come together and we're praying over the same thing.
So I'd just like to encourage each and every one of you to attend a prayer meeting here at Rising. Tonight in a little bit we're going to be having our monthly prayer meeting. We meet the last Tuesday of every month. I'd love to see you guys. And there's just something so important about coming together and connecting in that realm of prayer. It's a thing, it's coming before the Father. It's coming before the Father as sons and daughters. And don't we love when our children come to us? Don't we love when we open up that channel with a friend or somebody that we're close to in dialogue, that community, that communication?
So one of the things I love about prayer and kind of the consistency of what it looks like to be a spiritual discipline is the idea is just that it's something that, at least for me, I feel like I have to do multiple times a day just to even get in the routine or the habit. So that's why coming to these prayer meetings every month, at least I try to make it every month, is so awesome to me because yes, I'm kind of creating like a muscle where I'm going every month, but it's so great because it makes it so much easier. So when people are around me praying for different things, it kind of spurs me on to not only want to pray more, but pray harder and pray genuinely. So that's why one of the reasons I love doing it is because we kind of all get together, we all get that fire, we're moving, we're grooving, we're praying, and it really creates an awesome atmosphere.
So I'd like to encourage each and every one of you to take a little extra time in the day to lift up a prayer. And maybe the next time you do it, don't always do it in the way it's like I'm petitioning, I'm laying my woes down, I'm giving concerns, I'm praying for someone else, I'm thanking, I'm praising. When that's all over, now you're done talking. How about take a minute and see if He has something He wants to say to you? And it might seem a little awkward at first, but as you do it more and more, as it becomes a discipline, God will show you who He is. And it is one of the most wonderful things that you can experience. And so I encourage you just to give yourself that minute to do that. It's where you're going to find your strength. It's where you're going to find your comfort and your peace. So Rising, I'd love to see you at the next prayer meeting. And remember, God asks us to pray always.